Hello, I'm Jim Stanford, Economist for Unifor. Now, as you know, there's a big Unifor organizing campaign going on at Toyota's 2 Canadian plants right now. Now, in many discussions about forming a union, there's a concern. If we form a union, will Toyota leave Canada? And will I then lose my job? The short answer to that worry is no, absolutely not. Toyota will not leave Canada, and let me give a few concrete reasons why Toyota's in Canada to stay. Toyota is one of the most important, successful companies in the world. It employs around 340,000 people worldwide and produces about 9 million vehicles a year. Measured by revenue, it's the world's largest automaker. Toyota first came to Canada in the 1980s, and the first Canadian-made Toyota rolled off the line in 1988, and the company hasn't looked back since. This graph shows the steady growth of Toyota's Canadian output. Look at the key landmarks. In 1997, production exceeded 100,000 units in a year, but it passed 250,000 units in 2004. And then in 2012, 500,000 vehicles produced in its Canadian plants in a single year. Toyota is important to Canada, but Canada is important to Toyota. We account for 30% of its total North American production. Toyota makes a heck of a lot of money in Canada, and they're not going to walk away from it. We think Toyota earned over $1 billion Canadian profit on its Canadian operations last year, and that's a very strong result. You don't kill a goose that lays golden eggs like these. Even on the issue of costs, Canada's looking better and better all the time. So what they call fully loaded costs, including wages, benefits, payroll taxes, and all other labor items, were almost identical between Canada and the US, even when the dollar was high. At the current exchange rate, Canadian labor costs are about $3 an hour, or 5% lower than they are in the United States. And if the dollar falls further, the savings get bigger. Having a union is not going to dramatically change Toyota's labor costs in Canada. And remember, Toyota deals with unions almost everywhere else that it operates in the world. Canada and the United States are really the only union-free region in Toyota's global manufacturing network. Outside of Canada and the United States, there are unions at almost all of Toyota's plants. It deals with unions effectively almost everywhere else in the world, and it will do so in Canada as well. We are 100% confident that if and when the team members at Toyota vote to form a union, Toyota will sit down and negotiate, as they're required by law, effectively and professionally, and reach a settlement that's good for the members, good for the company, and good for the industry. And Toyota will continue to expand its operations in Canada for decades to come. If you'd like to learn more about Toyota's finances or any other aspect of the organizing drive, please visit unifortoyota.ca.